Welcome to Green Acres, the place to be for education, generative agriculture, and the fine arts. Let's see how the magic of Green Acres can transform you today.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Mansfield. I'm a research associate here at Green Acres, and one of our jobs in the research department is to monitor our woodlands. We're standing in the beech maple forest, which is one of many forests across our property, and we're taking surveys of what grows and lives here. One of the things that we're looking for are the small animals or macroinvertebrates that live on the property. So we monitor for them using something called pitfall traps. Let me show you. A pitfall trap is pretty simple. It consists of a lid and 2 cups. The bottom cup has holes in it to collect groundwater to push the upper cup up to keep our animals from drowning. And it's placed close to ground level, so anything that's crawling across the ground will then fall into the trap. We keep a paper towel in there that's wet to keep the humidity up so the animals don't dry out. So let's take a look what fell into this trap. We monitor our pitfalls 3 times a year, spring, summer, and fall, to see how the insects change throughout the year in terms of the diversity and the numbers. Today we have a huge number of something called isopods. You may know them as roly-polies, or some people call them pill bugs. Isopods are really important in the forest. They eat dead leaves and return nutrients to the soils. You don't have to be a scientist to find out what's living in your yard. You can create your own pitfall traps in your own backyard, and Phil's going to show you how to do that.
Hi, I'm Phil. I'm one of the educators here at Green Acres, and like Jennifer said, you can be a scientist in your own backyard. It's a great place to look for insects, and I'm going to show you how to do that with a few simple supplies. One of the things you'll need is a small shovel for digging your hole. Everybody has an empty takeout container or a plastic salsa tub that you can use. You'll need a few sticks, and if it's a windy day like today, you might need a rock to hold your lid down, the lid to your container. So when you choose your container, measure out how big your hole needs to be first, and then go ahead and start digging. And pull that soil out, set it to the side and save it, because you're going to need some of it to fill in around the edges. So I've got my hole, and I'm measuring and making sure that it's deep enough so that the lid is flush with the ground. And then I'm going to backfill in here a little bit with some soil that I dug out. This is so the insect doesn't fall down next to the cup, but falls into the cup. And you've got your cup down in here, the one with the holes in it. Then you're gonna just drop your second cup that's the same size into that, and then make sure that the edge is flush. You're gonna need a couple sticks to set right along the edge. And then you can use the lid from your container to set on top of that, to leave a little gap for everything to come in. If it's a windy day like today, it's a little breezy, you might want to put a rock or something heavy on top of the lid to hold it down in place so it doesn't just blow off into the woods. So now that your trap is set up, you're going to wait maybe a day or 2 to see what is going to come in. Once you come back to your trap, take the lid off carefully and look for anything that might be hiding in between the layers. You can lift your cup, the top one out of the bottom one if you're going to leave this. But when you're done with your experiment, what we also want to encourage you to do is to take that bottom cup away so it doesn't become a death trap forever, and save that for another day. Refill in your hole with the soil that you set to the side. If you caught any insects in your cup, make sure that we're releasing those back into the environment so that they can be in their home again. All right, now that you know how to set up your own pitfall trap, we hope you have fun exploring your backyard for insects. If you find anything or if you have any questions, share it with us on social media. Thanks for joining us at Green Acres, the place to be.